In today's video, we will discuss one of the many ways to properly calculate the ingredient cost of your recipe. Before we are able to calculate the cost, it is important that the recipe is first written in consistent unit weight measurements and the formula weight percentage for the recipe is calculated as well. For tips on completing these steps, be sure to watch our previous videos. The table shown below presents the values that we will be calculating to ensure our cost calculation is correct. These tables can also be made using a program such as Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. First, the ingredients and sources, which are dependent on where you buy your ingredients, are added into the table. Be sure that you record the brand of each ingredient used for your personal records. The price per pound is the cost of 1 pound of that ingredient. This is obtained from your supplier or from the store prices that you've been using. If the bag of flour is sold in 5-pound bags, divide the price of that ingredient by 5 to obtain the price per pound. Next, the weight percentage of the recipe and the batch weight are added into the table. The batch weight is the amount of ingredient being used in the particular batch being made. The weight percentages should have been calculated prior to the formation of the cost calculation table. Then the cost per pound value must be calculated. Cost per pound is the cost of the particular ingredient in 1 pound of the full recipe batch. This value is calculated by multiplying the ingredient price per pound by the formula weight percentage. This value is then divided by 100. In this example, 42 cents, which is the price per pound of flour, is multiplied by the weight percentage, which is 43.86%. The product is then divided by 100, making the cost per pound recipe 18 cents. These steps were repeated for each ingredient. The final column in our cost calculation table is the cost per amount used. This column depends on the batch weight for each ingredient. The batch weight should be converted to pounds through the simple unit conversion techniques shown here. The batch weight value in pounds is then multiplied by the cost per pound. Notice how vanilla extract seems to cost $0.00. This is due to the very small batch size. When this recipe is scaled up, the cost per amount used will increase as well. The final step to completing the cost calculation is to take the sum or the total of the cost per amount used. The total cost for the particular batch size shown in this example was 22 cents. The total cost per pound is also a helpful value to be aware of. After adding the values together, the cost per pound of this recipe is $1.73. In today's video, we learned a reliable table format for calculating the cost of a recipe. The purpose of this video was to highlight the factors that determine ingredient cost. When determining retail price for your product, be mindful that this calculation is based strictly on the ingredients and does not include the labor, facility, or distribution costs of your product. Thank you for joining us today, and good luck with your ingredient cost calculations.